So,
Hey guys.
hi. So we are, we thought we would document what we're doing, our progress and our plans and what actually ends up happening, because it's never the plan.
No.
And if you happen to run across this and you don't know who we are, I'm Sarah.
I'm Mike.
And we gave up the normal the normal American dream for our dream.
Mm-hmm.
We had a big house in the middle of town.
About 2,800 square feet.
Yep.
It's good sized.
We had 4 kids that were at home.
Still have 4 kids.
Well, yeah. They two are grown and no longer need bedrooms in our home, and we just have 2 now at home. And we decided
Maybe 7 more years or so.
Yeah,
Or less.
depending on how much we can stand them.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to sell the home, and we are currently living in our travel trailer.
Which we planned to sell the home
Yes.
to get out on the property.
Mm-hmm.
About 25 minutes away from where we were.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted, it was our dream for a couple of years, talking about it, to be able to get out here and do the things we wanted to do, to have the bigger garden, to have chickens and some other type of animals and have some space, but just to have the peace and quiet, I think, more than anything else.
So I was raised out on a farm. We had 80 acres. It was a very conventional method of farming. More of what is commonplace now. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not what we're after. We enjoy being out here in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of perfect for us. And we're really excited about it. So that being said, we sold our home.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought we had a plan in place, and then that plan didn't happen, and then another one, and that didn't happen. All of it ended with us getting down here, but we are now sitting in our, what we're calling cabin. We have a Mennonite family group that builds these buildings, and it came to us pretty much like you're seeing it behind us.
Minus
the blue boxes. Yeah. So he installed those recently. It came framed out the way that we wanted it for our floor plan, and now we have a lot of work to do. So our thought process in doing videos was to document, to be able to go back, to share it with our friends and family, and anyone else who might find value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as you're watching these, if you have questions or are curious about any of it, or you have tips, we would love those. But feel free to comment and follow along with us, and let us know what we're doing wrong, and anything that you're finding value in, that might be helping you in your journey if you're doing the same thing, or just thinking about doing the same thing.
I think for us, we got tired of running the race.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the same thing over and over and over, and just wanted a different life, wanted something that was more ours, that was something that we created, that we could be proud of, and and just get back a little bit more to traditions. And I did not grow up on the farm. I was lovingly referred to as pavement people. So much of this is new for me, not necessarily the construction part of it, but the chickens and which we already have, and some of that. But it's interesting. It's good learning opportunities. good growing opportunities. And we want our children to have a little bit more of this. So that is some of the reasoning why we're doing what we're doing. Now it's, all we like is finishing.
Yeah, it's less of the why and more of the how. How are we going to get this done?
Yeah.
Like you said, we already have chickens. We just couldn't wait. So we got the coop and we got chicks, and they were in a brooder box in the RV with us for a few weeks.
Forever. Felt like
It
forever.
wasn't that long. But they're in the coop now, and hopefully in the spring we'll be getting some eggs. They should be old enough by then.
It's not for the weak at heart.
No, we've certainly grown as a family, and as difficult as it's been at times, it has, I think, grown us closer together. We're forced to spend time together, and I say that jokingly, but the way that our society is now, it's so easy for our kids to go to another room and get on a phone or get on a tablet, or even where we were, we had a neighborhood with great kids, and while that was awesome and our kids got all of that time to spend with their friends, we didn't get to really see them and spend a whole lot of time with them. They were always gone and doing their own thing. And this is really creating an environment where we're getting to know them better, and I hope they're getting to know us better. And we're bonding a lot. We really are. We're dreaming together. Mm-hmm. We're planning together. It's been a really good experience, and we didn't go into this thinking we were inventing the wheel. I personally know three people who have done what we're doing. They lived in their RV while they built, and for them, they all said that you learn what you can live without, you learn what's not important, and you learn what is important. And I think that we've definitely felt that along the way. Yes. And we're not done. No. As you can see, this is nowhere near where we can move into it. We've hung the boxes. He's hung the boxes. I didn't do anything. But today we're going to run the Romex, the wiring for the electrical, for the majority. Some of them are going to require some different gauge. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. And we are consulting an electrician, so don't think that we're just going to burn our house down. But we're trying to do as much as we can ourselves. We want something that we can take pride in and walk away from it saying, we built this, we did this as much as we could. And for our kids to see how great it is to have some sweat equity in something. We were very blessed on the land situation. We didn't have to go searching for land and go through that process of trying to purchase land. This is family land, so it was lovingly gifted to us, a portion of it. And we're going to be very close to family, my mom and stepdad. Mm-hmm. And it's an adventure.
An adventure indeed.
So we're gonna throw on the time lapse, and you get to watch us run some electrical wiring, and
probably some crazy dogs running around too.
Definitely some crazy dogs. Mm-hmm. So we have 2 standard poodles. This is Dottie, and Django's over there taking a nap in the sun, and they kind of run the place.
By the way, today is Saturday, January 2nd. We hope to be in here realistically February. I think if we can get everything done that we need to get done to make this a livable situation, that's our goal, because we may have some things that will need more attention, because we believe that Miss Dottie here may be expecting
with pup
at the beginning of February. So
our plan had been to breed them, but it was not planned to do it until we were in the cabin.
More set.
So it's gonna
forcing our hand.
she just put a due date on our move-in, and we did everything that we could to try to keep them away from each other, but there were just times whenever it was the kids at home, and
They're a little less observant.
yes, and we had one very determined male poodle.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's lost his mind.
So we aren't sure yet. She'll go to the vet this week, and we'll know for sure. And either way, we want to be in here. We're ready. We're ready to start building. This year, some of our goals would be, we already have the chickens, the egg layers, but in May we have meat birds coming, and we're going to try to do a chicken tractor for them and do a little bit of free ranging. We do have a glorious wheat field right next door to us, and a lot of pasture, so we're very, very blessed there, very lucky. And we've discussed turkeys and geese and all kinds of things.
Rabbits.
This first year, quail. We don't know where we'll land yet, bird pun intended.
We want to go at it slowly, but with intention. We know the infrastructure is going to be very similar for birds, so with the chickens, and then we'll do the meat birds, but for geese, duck or quail, any of those, it's going to be somewhat similar, so it won't be completely reinventing all of that. Rabbits may make a similar situation. I think at some point we want to do goats, but it's going to be a whole different setup. So as we go through this, we just want to be thinking, all right, what's the best way to do this for now and for the future? What's going to help us, not just today, but down the road, so we're not having to redo our work over and over and over, because at that point you're
Amen.
just wasting money and time, and I don't like wasting either one.
No. So to get in here, to move in, we need electrical done. We need to run gas lines.
And septic.
We need septic installed, and we need plumbing done for Rindu packs.
Right. Much of we're on rural water, so from where the meter is set down by the road, we are sitting at about 640 feet from the road, give or take. And much of that is already trenched. We've got most of the 2-inch PVC pipe purchased and sitting there waiting to get connected, and we've got somebody that's going to be due out probably the next week or two to start getting that working, so that we can get water, which will be the first thing, in about 6-ish days.
The power company will be out to hook us up.
By the way, if we haven't mentioned, we're in Oklahoma, northwest part of Oklahoma, and which is a wonderful area. We both have grown up in Oklahoma. We have 16 distinct seasons. You've got winter, second winter, third winter, first spring. Anyway, jokingly, today's a beautiful day. The sun's shining. It's not windy.
It's 35 degrees out, but it feels much warmer because there's no wind. And if you know anything about Oklahoma, there's a song specifically talking about our wind. And I know a lot of states are like that. And the joke, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, applies to a lot of places, but it definitely applies here. And it's something that we have to fight against while we're working on all of this. But we just came through our third snow of the winter season, which is fairly abnormal here. Normally we'll get a dusting, it melts off, it doesn't stick, but this is 3 snowman snows.
Yes.
And an ice storm.
3 to 4 inches per snow, which is one of those in a year would be a lot, but 3 and an ice storm.
Yeah,
the earliest ice storm in Oklahoma's history.
and it's because we're living in an RV, I'm
Right.
pretty sure.
I mean, I think we're tempting Mother Nature or something.
Something.
Yes. So we're looking for challenges, apparently.
Yes.
I think we found the mother lode,
Yes, we did. We create them for ourselves, I think. So,
maybe.
so we're just working through all this, and thought we would document and share for anyone who needs it, but mostly so we can look back and laugh at ourselves for every time that we say, this is what we're doing, and then it doesn't actually happen. So,
The guy's got another plan.
yes,
But it's always a better plan.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A peek inside would be nice. So we could at least
Don't-
be
don't
pointed in the
press your
right
luck.
direction. So, okay, well, we'll start doing some wiring.
Yep. I hope you guys, find this useful, or at least entertaining.
Entertaining. It's definitely going to be entertaining as we go,
Yes.
especially once we bring the kids in.
Yes.
So,
Very much so.
all right.